Hey, Mossy733 or Mossy Man here for another stream today. What I'm thinking is, well, what I already put in the description and title, obviously, is I want to do some mining. Um, ugh, my playback has its sound on. There we go. Whoops. Alright, so, to do this mine, there's obviously some big materials we're going to need. Torches, plenty of wood. Alright. Besides that, we shouldn't need too much. There we go. But it's not just going to be any mine. We're going to have a huge, like, shaft that just goes straight down to bedrock. And I'm thinking somewhere around here, maybe. I don't know. Not quite decided yet. I'm thinking right here. Oh, yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and apologize because, my internet's been pretty bad recently. That's the reason why it's been like a day or two since I've streamed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. Perfect. Alright. Anyways. So what I'm thinking is, obviously I don't want to die. Because this is hardcore. And to prevent anything like that, what I want to do is I'm going to build like stone walls around this to make sure I don't do anything stupid like jump in by accident or just go running in. Yeah. Oh, and there are a couple things I wanted to talk about during the stream. So, I don't know if y'all remember, but a while back, I did a stream, maybe like a week or two ago, I'm not really sure, where I was building my school. Like, remember in the creative world, not in the creative world, on the server, we were building my school. Well, right as I started that stream, it got taken down after 3.5 minutes for some reason. So of course I started it back up, and I did like another 2 hours after that or something like that. And it was really weird. So I went and looked at my YouTube studio, a couple days afterwards, or after that happened, and it said it was taken down for inappropriate content. And I was like, how? I was playing Minecraft for 3 minutes. I don't know what I could have done. So what I did, I watched through the video, obviously, and I was like, this is weird. There's nothing wrong. I haven't done or said anything weird, have I? So what I ended up doing was, you can dispute claims like that. You can go, I don't believe this is, like, justified. I don't think there was any reason to actually take the stream down or anything like that. And you can do that, and YouTube will consider that and go, and basically decide whether or not they're going to put it back up. Well, today, guess what? My stream was, put back on my channel and everything, so we are doing good. But it's funny because now I have this 3-minute long stream on my channel, which doesn't really coincide with anything else. Yeah. What I'm guessing is it was probably some sort of like auto filter, like bot that was going through, trying to figure out what exactly was like happening, and probably just got confused. Yeah. So I'm going to be using. I'm trying to decide because we could use a ladder, but I feel like ladders are dangerous. But at the same time, stairs are slow. It's okay. I don't think we're gonna be dumb enough to fall down, so I think we can use ladders. And I'm gonna do one in the corner. So I'll actually move this one just a little bit. Right here. Have it like that. Perfect. Alrighty. There we go. And that's what I was forgetting, the music. It's okay, it's been a second since I've streamed Minecraft. Minecraft, as much as I like it, definitely needs music in the background. getting things together. All right. There we go. More NCS for us. Honestly, a great channel. Very useful. Okay. I would really like it if we actually had shovels. Yeah, part of the reason why we're doing this is because I realized we don't have, like, good materials. Like, we have, you know, a little bit of diamond and stuff like that, but, like, I want to find even more. You know, I'd prefer if I could get mending, or, like, fortune or anything like that, because we have fortune 3 on this, which is, you know, what I want, but I'd really prefer if we could get mending from this guy. But since we do have fortune 3, I'm gonna go ahead and use it, but kind of in the effort of making sure that it doesn't break or anything like that, I think I'm gonna mainly use my iron pickaxe. Yeah, but to start this off, what I'm thinking of doing is, where is it? What am I looking for first off? Iron, there it is. But to make sure this has a nice taste to start off with, I'm going to go and pick up those diamonds that we saved down there. I don't know if it was this file or another file, but I'm pretty sure we did that. Where we found diamonds and we're like, we won't touch that until we get fortune, but now we have fortune, so. Again, I don't remember whether or not that was this or this file or not. Okay. It's probably this way that we found it. Yes, it's okay, Grace. I found that out within, you know, a couple seconds. I forget sometimes, you know. I'm not exactly amazing at this, you know. And I know my reaction time was slow. It's because our latency. I have it on normal latency to help with the buffering, which doesn't seem to help that much. Anyways. I guess if we did have diamonds down here, we can just go back for them later, but yeah. My plan is we're going to make a huge mine shaft. Mainly with iron pickaxes and stuff like that. But then when we eventually get mending and unbreaking, I'm hoping we can switch over to our diamond. Yeah. We still have not found a spawner. Like, on all my other files, it was really quickly we found a spawner almost immediately. But on this one, we haven't, which is kind of surprising. Because, like, on the single-player world, even though it was a spider spawner, we did find one, like, within the first couple episodes. On the multiplayer server, the same day we started, we found 2. We actually found 3. One of them we broke, because Jay found it and he didn't know what he was doing. On the first hardcore world, didn't we find, like, a skeleton one almost immediately? Like, it's just irritating, because I feel like on the other worlds we had a much easier time making progress. Go away. Jerk. Sleep. Alright. You know, I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool if I could have one of those, like, dang, I'm losing my train of thought because I'm dealing with things. That sugarcane farm is Death Trap. There we go. And it's okay. At some point in time, if it does become a problem, we'll go through and fill these up correctly. But right now, I don't have the patience for that. Okay. Anyways, what I was trying to say before that creeper rudely interrupted me was I really like the idea of of creating a like, I guess kind of like a video that showed a lot of progress. Like, you know the videos where it's a montage, that's what it is, montage. There's some really cool ones, like obviously I think most people have seen like the Skyblock one, where the guy builds this huge Skyblock base and he makes it into a big montage. Really cool. And I like the idea of doing things like that, but at the same time, I don't know. It's not very easy to do. I mean, it is, but at the same time, isn't. Because first off, I think it's easiest if I had a web, like a web player, or like a second person for the camera. And I do have, like Wesley, he does have an account that he doesn't actually use that often. And I'd be tempted to ask him and be like, hey, can I use your account to record this? And what I would do for that is I'd have his account up and I'd have him on the on the server or something, or on something like that, so that we could do a big long montage where his player is recording the whole time while I do a bunch of work. But at the same time, you know, obviously that would reduce the speed of the game on my end, but it would also make it to where Wesley could not use his player the whole time I'm using it. Yeah. I know there's probably better ways to do it, but as far as I'm aware, like, one, I'm not good at them, and two, I don't have any experience with them. So it's kind of one of those things. I'm not used to it, but I like the idea of getting into it. Yeah. Okie dokie. Much better. That'll take us down a little bit. At least we got to the stone where it gets interesting. Okie dokie. And what I'm probably going to do is use the stone that we get from here to make cobblestone walls around most of it. And I'll just leave this corner open so we can get in. In the future, once we get down to bedrock, I know what I did on one of my worlds was I filled the bottom like 3 or 4 blocks, like it was bedrock, and then like 3 or 4 blocks above bedrock I filled with water, and I did that so I could jump all the way down to the bottom, because you know it didn't really matter if I had water around the very bottom, because you know at bedrock you won't find as much stuff, but a little above bedrock you'll find, that's where you find the ores. And he's gonna stay here with us. I need a name tag. And then we could actually keep that chicken. What'd you say?
I said I hate to do this, but I will be for compliant. So if you could be quiet, that'd be so.
I mean, relatively, but yeah.
No, I'm saying, like, it's still strange. Just please try to be quiet about it.
Yeah, I can do it. Probably. Alrighty. Because mainly what I'm doing right now is just mining. All right. Alright. Might see it buffer for a little bit here, but it should get over it soon. My Wi-Fi is pretty annoying. If you were to look at it on a chart, like just like a, I don't know, a line chart, I guess would probably be the best one, and graph the points throughout a day, it would look like Hayek's economic plan, which is basically like,
I'm Gigi Borges, asking you to stay home, stay safe to stop the spread of COVID-19.
Huh.
alright. Yeah, but basically, you know, out of nowhere, really good Wi-Fi. And then, you know, also out of nowhere, horrible Wi-Fi, like disconnected basically. And that's just how it is. It's very irritating. All right. It's pretty funny because I see how large of a latency there is. Because my preview is like on the left side of my second screen, and then my capturing software is on my right side of my second screen. So I can see the latency between the preview and that. Right. Since we have the cobblestone, might as well set up the, you know, the wall to keep us alive. There we go. This will also keep it so that, like, if for some reason we continue mining at night, which I don't think I'm going to, but if we end up doing that, this way, we won't have mobs jumping in on us. Or else they shouldn't, you know. Make it easier to keep control of that. Alright. Perfect. That's basically what I want. Our lovely chicken down here is keeping us busy with eggs. Perfect. What I think I'll do is dig a little ahead, on the ladder at least. You're making this difficult. Y'all should think of a name for my chicken. Just because I have him. Alright. I know it's not a good idea to dig straight down, but if you do it correctly, you're fine. I'm hearing zombies, meaning there's probably a cave system or some sort of like hole in the terrain down here. Yeah, like that right there. And there's also light, meaning either I've explored it or there's lava. Maybe it's just dark and I'm providing the light by coming down here. Ooh. This is not an ideal situation, everyone. This isn't quite what I imagined doing right now, but you know. when things like that happen, you might as well. All right. Oop. Hey, buddy. Well. That's the reason why you have shields, besides, you know, the arrows. And the zombies and stuff like that. I'm hearing one to my right, but I don't see anything. All right. The funny thing is recently, and I have to decipher whether or not it's coming from the gameplay or, you know, my game. Right. There we go. I'm not gonna bother fighting an Enderman right now. It's not a good idea. Not for me, at least. It is getting dark out. Yep. Hey, buddy. I am hearing drowned noises. Which is interesting. I don't know why. Doesn't help that I have no food. Let's go casually just walking through fields of mobs. Yeah, nothing. No problem. You found a baby turtle. That's awesome. Oh, hey, Josh. When you say baby turtle, do you mean like in Minecraft or like in real life? Because I honestly thought you were talking about Minecraft for a bit, and I was like, yeah, baby turtles in this game are awesome. I should eat some food. Do you like I just casually walk through a field of mobs? Yeah. No biggie. Baked potato. A singular potato. Alright. That's what I was talking about. That's the reason why we had to put torches up. It's because things spawn. Doesn't really matter if we get rid of our spawn place, since, you know, if we die, we die. Very successful night, though, you know. Got like a whole 10 blocks down. I'm actually gonna keep the bed with me. That way, if I need to, I can always just sleep down in the mines. And that should get rid of our problem. Somewhat, at least. And what I'll do is I'll actually make a furnace over there. Do I have any more wood sitting around? Because if so, that would actually be useful. I have ladders. That's useful. Alright. Thing I'll do is I'll start cooking some meat here. Do I have any, like, food? Some mutton. Not great, but you know, it's something. You're trying to animate? You know, I've actually always liked the idea of animating because I'm like, it's a big project. It allows you to use a lot of creativity. But I'm always like, it takes effort and you actually have to be good, or at least somewhat good at drawing, which I don't have like any sort of effort, and I also am horrible at drawing, so I've liked the idea of animating, but I still have no ability or really will to learn how to. Yeah. You owned a... Yes, that's what I meant to do.
Oh, hey guys, it's Amber. You know, just sitting at home with a crown on. I'm staying home till
What am I building? Well, a hole. Yeah. That's what we're doing. We're building a hole. Yeah, so what we're trying to do is just make a big mine. I know it's not the most effective, but you know, I just want to have a single shaft that goes all the way down to bedrock, which I've done in my other worlds, and it looks really cool. And it's a nice big project to work on. But it doesn't take too long at the same time. And Josh, oh my goodness, 3D animations. My man, I can barely draw a circle, which actually, in fact, I can't do. I have very shaky hands. Some would describe them as crack hands. Yeah, I'm naturally shaky. There are sometimes you can tell when I'm like sprint running, and you'll see my like head shaking back and forth like this, because I'm like just natural, you know. Right. But yeah, y'all have to name my chicken for me. This is what we did on Ark. I made y'all name all of my dinosaurs, or at least some of them. Y'all have to name the chicken for me. But I don't want any super weird names. I want like a very standard, like a boring, like bland name almost. I don't know, something interesting. I wouldn't mind having a weird name for it, but you know. Okay, see, I'm not the only one. But yeah, like, you know what's annoying about crack hands? So I changed my phone's password. Stop. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Cluck Norris. Josh. That's tempting. That's tempting. Huh. Yeah, I know. The loading is not on y'all's internet, probably. It is probably on mine. I have very poor connection. So out of nowhere, I'll be streaming and it'll be like, excellent connection. And it literally says excellent connection on the YouTube studio. And then, like, absolutely nowhere. It'll just go, where's the data? There's no data connection. I can't, like, no. Yeah, it's bad. But you know, sometimes it be like that. We've already been going for 30 minutes. We haven't made a whole lot of progress, but that's okay. Because, you know, all we're trying to do is dig. Let's actually get something up. We only have like 60 more blocks to go, and that's 60 times 100. So what's 60 times 100, everyone? Do some math for me. Pretty sure it's 6,000. Yes, 6,000. Yes, I think. I mean, Fresh Boy, I'll be honest with you. It could be you. Like, if you have bad Wi-Fi, it probably doesn't help. But for the most part, it's probably me. I have very bad Wi-Fi right now. Yeah, Josh's out here with some, like, amazing, like, 5G Wi-Fi right now. And then there's me, who's barely able to, like, I can barely download pictures. That's not quite accurate, but yeah, my Wi-Fi has been pretty inconsistent lately. It doesn't help that, like, obviously everyone's doing online classes, but also the fact that, like, my whole family's home. Because, like, I have 2 older brothers, and they're normally at college right now, but I Fresh Boy out there with that quick math saying 60,000, and Josh agreeing with me, saying 6,000, so what's it gonna be, boys? Who's gonna pull out the calculator? Who's gonna get that good maths? We need to protect this chicken, though. Alright. Oh, there it goes. My YouTube Studio literally says no data, and now it's saying it's slow data. Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, we've had some pretty bad internet in the past. I know one time we talked to Spectrum, and they're like, "Oh, we think it's the router." So they, we bought a new router and everything that Spectrum recommended. We used it, and we're like, "We're getting the same internet speeds. It's still bad." And they're like, "Maybe it's the router." And we're like, "No, we already tried that." We're like, "We're pretty sure it's just y'all." They're like, like it's because we pay for a certain amount, and then like we just don't get it. Because like I'm pretty sure we pay for like 30 or 40 megabytes per second, which is like an average speed, and it can download and stream most things normally on multiple devices. But then for some reason we get like 2 out of nowhere. It's just like, you have no internet now. Or what's really irritating is when I do a speed test online, and it's like, you have really fast internet right now. It's really good. Yeah, it's really good. And then, like I start like streaming or start like watching something, and it's like buffering and loading a bunch, and I'm like, what happened to my good internet? Where'd it go? And it'll still say it's good internet, but for some reason it just says, I'm gonna ignore that, and I'm like, what the heck? Oh yeah, so it is 6,000, alright. And I'm not exactly great with math, but I'm pretty sure I was right by saying, 6,000 more blocks to go. Because this is 10 by 10, so it's 100 blocks for every layer. And we are now at Y61. And I said, like, we got roughly 60 blocks to go, so 60 times 100. That's what I was going with. So we still got a little over 6,000 blocks to dig, but some of it's helped by the fact that there's a mine down there. So yeah. Alright. See, if we had a mending pickaxe, we could, basically use it a bunch until it gets to like this or something, and then we could go get a bunch of XP from an XP farm or something like that. Or we could just like switch over to a different one, but until then, we gotta just run through iron pickaxes. With this next one that I build in just a second, where is it? I'll put unbreaking on it. Or I'll go see if I can put unbreaking on it, actually. Yeah. I think it's getting towards nighttime. Oh no. Yeah, I mean, again, that's partially, I guess, having slow internet or slow data, but a big factor is also my connection, which is absolutely nowhere close to perfect. Yeah. It's better than nothing, I'll say that. I'm using the iron pickaxe because I don't want to break the diamond pickaxe because this one has fortune on it. And I also don't want to break diamond, like, equipment at all. Because this way, I can basically keep the fortune 3 for what it's good for, getting things with fortune. Silk touch would be cool if I had my second diamond pickaxe already, but yeah, I want it unbreaking, so I'll run upstairs and get some lapis lazuli and put some unbreaking on it. That way we can at least use the iron pickaxe for a longer period of time instead of just breaking and re-breaking them. Ooh, unbreaking and efficiency. That's nice. And that, I did not realize that was our first piece of enchanted stuff. That's hilarious. Now we're gonna go break that piece of enchanted equipment. Can't wait. Shouldn't take too long. Oh yeah. I remember, like, this used to be my main way. Well, the first way I used to dig was the original, like, straight staircase down to bedrock. And then once I did that, I would space my mines out by 3. And I'd have offshoots like this, so it's kind of what you might have seen in Nick's like underground base. I don't know if I showed it off that much, but he has a mine that does that, where it's literally a straight shoot down to bedrock at like a staircase slant, and then every once in a while it just splits off down. Yeah, used to do that because it's very effective. And then once I get down to bedrock, I make like a grid, you know, all that good stuff. Only reason I'm taking a... I'm confused by that whole statement, Fresh Boy, but you do you, man. Like... Alright, yeah. Y'all still haven't given me, like, a good name. Are we choosing Cluck Norris, or are we going with Faggy? Or Faggy, I don't know. You still didn't tell me how to pronounce that correctly. My turtle won't eat his bread. Tell your turtle he better eat his food or else I'm coming for him. Be a good turtle. I actually really like the idea of having pets, but I'd like mess around with them way too much. Like, I would yell at them just as a joke, and they'd probably get scared or whatever, but like, obviously I would be joking. You know, basically, in conclusion, I would be a bad pet owner. That's what I'm saying. All right. Let's see. Okay, so typing the name again doesn't help me pronounce it. Faggy or Faggy? Because if I'm being honest, Cluck Norris, not a bad idea, Josh. But I'm liking the idea of Faggy or Faggy, whichever one. Okay. If it's Faggy, like a G, just type Z's. Like I'll spell it that way, but type Z's so I know. And if it's Faggy, just type like GE. Just for pronunciation purposes. For spelling, I'll spell it F-E-I-G-I. Right. Oh, good. I'm a turtle whisperer. Got y'all. So, recently, I've really been wanting to work on a big project. Just because, like, obviously, I still have schoolwork to do, I still got a lot of things to do, but I like the idea of working on something, like, a little more creative. Like, making a big project. This is kind of like a mini version of that. So it is Faggy. Just to clarify, Faggy. Well, I guess I should make a sign to make sure I don't forget. The most entertaining content. You have low standards. Oh, and to I guess update y'all on the unturned stuff. I'm still working on that. I'm basically collecting resources so that y'all don't have to watch me just collect resources. Yes. There we go. Yes, this is our chicken. This is amazing. That reminds me, whenever we get down to those like mine shafts, we have to make sure to block it off so that the chicken doesn't go in here instead of like continuing down. Fresh boy? I mean, again, you do you, my man. I don't think anyone's gonna judge you about what you call your pet turtle. Oh my gosh. Okay, but yeah, on Unturned, I'm getting some things out of the way, so in order to get Major, which is one of the mini achievements on Unturned, you have to complete every available mission, and then talk to, like, the Captain Sydney or whatever, and you'll get promoted. And right now, I don't even know what rank I am, but I'm just working on getting a couple of the missions out of the way, that way, like, whenever I do the stream again, I'm able to, like, rank up to Major. So one of the challenges I had to do was defeat a horde beacon at the silo. And I started working on it, but then the game glitched and an acid spitter like one-shotted me. If it's a girl. I mean, I don't know, man. You could always go with Felicia. Alright, where are we? 56. What is that? 5,600 blocks to go? Roughly. I can't tell. I think so. Alrighty. Oh, yeah. You know, turtle shell helmets are kind of cool, but they're not, like, nearly as effective as I wish they would be. Because I think it's cool, they give you a couple seconds of, like, water breathing. But at the same time, I think it would be really cool if you would, like... Okay, there's two things I'd like. One, either make it a little bit more effective, but on the other hand, I also like it being, like, super overpowered. Like, I like the idea of, you know, you got your diamond armor, you got all this good stuff, but it's completely overpowered if someone has a turtle shell helmet, because it has, like, Poseidon strength powers. Just cuz. I think it'd be funny that, like, you know, the most OP piece of gear comes from turtles in this game or something like that. I mean, it's kind of the same thing they're doing with the gold right now, trying to, in the Nether update, they're trying to make gold have a use, being armor. Oh, going to a sea temple. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I mean, not sure how that happened. I'm not sure how helpful that sea helmet is, or that shell helmet is going to be, because, you know, the biggest problem you're going to have is the mining effect, or the weakness. You named your turtle plushie Sheldon. I mean, not a bad name for a turtle. Can't disagree with that. At the same time, kind of nerdy. All right. There it is. Nice, I'm breaking 2. At least this one will last a little bit longer. It won't be as fast as the other one. Yeah, I got the pun the first time, Earth. You didn't have to re-emphasize. There we go. Oh, I should go sleep. Ooh, right in the middle of the path. Alrighty. I like how if you just pass out anywhere, monsters can't spawn or anything like that. That's what I hate about zombies. They pick up your scent so, like, from so far away. They're like, oh, there's someone nearby. Within 1 mile of a radius. I guess he's just gonna chill up there then. Can't even tell where he is. Well, if he falls down here, he'll at least take damage before I have to kill him. Alright. There we go. Getting this stone out of the way. What's funny is I always forget to do a handful, like there's always like 1 or 2 things that I forget to do every stream before I start it. Alright. There we go. Because there's like 2 guys that always like for me to Discord them and like tell them I'm about to stream, because they either don't see the notification or like forget about it or something like that. So I always like go in and tell them, because it's Nazir and I can't remember his YouTube name, but he's just Slice of Cheese on Discord. And he's like, just remind me before you stream or anything like that, so I'll know to show up. And I always forget, like, so right as I'm starting or a couple minutes in, I'll just go, that's right, I need to do that. Alright. I guess one of the things we should do on this file, you know, if we do end up getting far enough along, is an Iron Golem farm. Because even on the server, we don't have that, especially since the new Village and Pillage update made it harder to do those things. Stay up there, chicken. I'm doing something important. So I'm blocking this mine off. Not because it's like super bad or dangerous or anything. As much as I dislike fighting in this game, it's because I don't want the chicken getting out of the big mine shaft that we're making. Parenting 101. Cut them off from any other options. Alrighty. It's a good thing we have this cobblestone. There we go. Oh, there it goes. It's gonna buffer some more. My connection is trash. There it goes. Yeah, it's bad. It disconnects and then reconnects, and it's infuriating how often it does that, but it should be fine. Right. Still got a good way to go. Yeah, there it is. Notification from YouTube saying my internet sucks. Alright, y'all want to hear something funny? So I have YouTube Studio on my phone, so I can check like analytics, like on places besides my computer, basically. I'm not gonna say the downside to it, but the annoying thing is sometimes will be like notifications, things that pop up that aren't really necessary. So like YouTube has a deal with really big YouTubers. So for example, Mr. Beast. On YouTube Studio, I got a notification saying that Mr. Beast left a comment, but in reality, it's an automated system that YouTube has set up with like bigger YouTubers. Yeah, I know it's irritating because it's gonna be like that. Basically, the reason why streams buffer so much is because they have to go through the same processing system your videos do. It's just a little bit streamlined. That way, it'll actually upload fast. And the reason why bookshelves are so hard to get is because they take wood and leather, and also sugarcane, which, you know, we have farms set up for those, but it just takes a bit. Like, it's a lot of materials because to make a single bookshelf, you need 9 pieces of sugarcane, 3 pieces of leather, and then 6 pieces of wood planks specifically, which by themselves isn't a horrible thing, but you have to get like 12 of those to get like a fully powered enchantment table, basically. Meaning,
Those of us who can stay home need to stay home.
Listen, we gotta stop the spread of COVID-19
and help flatten the curve.
So if you can, please.
Please stay home.
Here's the plan.
Stay home.
I'd love for you to stay home.
just waiting for the ad about COVID-19 to stop.
Stay healthy.
To keep yourself and everyone you love healthy.
Stay inside.
That's how we can support the people who
The chicken does have an official name, but not a name tag. So we went with the idea of Faggy, like you said, but I don't have a name tag to put it on it. And hey, Rose, here it is. The mining chicken shall be called Faggy, or Faggy. Eee. Chicken. Yeah, honestly, taking a Silk Touch, you know, pickaxe or axe to a villager, and then like, or taking to that to a village and stealing their bookshelves, not a horrible idea. But if you haven't noticed, there aren't as many like villages that have just bookshelves. Like where those bookshelves used to spawn in that house, like I think I'm trying to explain the best I can. There's like a handful of preset houses that were like, yes, this is a villager's house. One of them was Librarian Villager's house, and it had like 8 bookshelves in it. They don't really have houses like that in villages anymore, so it's not a bad idea to steal from villagers, but it's not as easy anymore. Oh, and Earth, you did talk about how the biggest problem for you is leather. That's the reason why we made that cow farm that I showed. I don't know if you were there or if you saw it, but we have a cow farm over here. Relatively effective. It's more effective when you pay attention and use it more often, which I don't. Where'd that villager go? Anyways, where'd the zombie go? That's our sugarcane farm to help us get paper. This is our cow farm to help us get leather, and if I wasn't so lazy, I would already probably have the leather and like the paper I need. Really simple cow farm. You get them to breed. Cows drop down here. Once they grow, you kill them. It's a pretty straightforward system, and it's honestly not bad. It would help if I had looting on like anything, but I don't. So yeah, that's 9 leather right there. That's enough for 3 bookshelves. Because there's only 1 per book. Yeah. And Silk Touch is irritating sometimes. I know for me, I was thinking the other day, if I used my Silk Touch shovel, does that mean I would ever get flint from mining gravel over and over again? Like, because you know how, like, it used to be if you wanted gravel, you'd sit there and you'd mine flint. Like, you'd mine gravel over and over again. Like, with your hands, with your shovels, with whatever, until you got something. Yeah, that's true. I could find stacks from the Wilden Mansion, or I could go and get it from the stronghold, but both of those things are kind of hard to find, so it is easier just to find you know, cows, sugarcane, and, you know, trees, obviously, for the wood. Might as well make another pickaxe while I'm here, and then I can enchant it so that when the one that I'm using breaks, we don't have to run all the way back over here. Right. Let me do this. Got our efficiencies. Dang. The higher the enchantment, the more likely it is to give you another, Anyways, the higher the enchantment is, the more likely you are to get more than one. So I was hoping I'd get...
Watching your own stream on your phone?
No, that's a secondary playback. It's on my own account, it doesn't count.
Okay.
Anyways. So... I had a train of thought that Thomas derailed.
Oh, I'm the problem here.
Yes,
Like,
yes he
I have
is.
to get up at 5:30.
He's complaining about the fact that he's still allowed to go to work. See,
Bruh,
I work at Wings now,
bruh.
and our oven broke, so my shift
I
got
have to
canceled.
work, homie.
He's complaining because he gets paid.
Oh, I'm complaining because I get paid. If I told you that every time I disrupted something in your scheduling because of Wings, you'd hate me. And rightfully so. I wouldn't blame you.
I'm just glad to go to work.
So understand from the other side.
But Thomas over
You have
here
to
just
get up
likes to
at 5:30
complain.
in the morning. It's not even I have to get up at 5:30. I have to be there at 5:30.
Thomas, do you like our mining chicken?
You
Do you like our mining chicken?
can kill your mining chicken, please.
No.
Thank you.
Feiji will stay.
His name is Feiji. That's even worse. Invalid. Kill him.
I believe it's actually Feige, but you know. Hey, Miguel. He's chill, you know. He jumped in the mine shaft right as we started, and he's kind of stuck down here now. And yeah, Earth, I actually use that the same way.
To choke him.
And yeah, it's Wings, not Wingstop.
Stay healthy and help stop the spread of the
Stop.
coronavirus.
No, I don't work at Wingstop. Yeah, I work at a place called Wings Pizza and Things in Temple. Yeah, very different from Wingstop. You know, we have pizzas, good ones. But the funny thing is, because I just started in the kitchen, they're like, okay, we'll teach you how to how to make pizzas, and that means a lot of my job is just dealing with dough. So I basically just play around with pizza dough for like 4 or 5 hours at a time. Not very long shifts, not very, very hard, but you know, it's fun, kind of. Annoying thing is, I was supposed to have a shift today, and if that shift, was still happening, then, I mean, I wouldn't be getting off work for another, I don't know, 10-20 minutes. You like the pizza there? I mean, it's fun to make. It's not very hard to make, honestly. But we have yeah. That's my comment on the situation. Basically, the pizza oven, I think it's been getting overheated easily recently, and I guess it broke recently. So, you know, yesterday, pizza oven was broken, so they stayed open. They didn't really need as many people in the kitchen because, you know, if they don't make pizzas, they lose customers. My job, making pizzas, kind of got cut off because all of a sudden we no longer had a way of making pizzas. So, you know, it can be annoying. I would let them blow up, but I'm scared it might hurt mining chicken. Okay, go ahead. Oh, and it killed the other creeper before. Did it hurt the mining chicken? I think it did. Stay over there, you idiot. No, it didn't burn the pizza. What was happening is the oven has an automatic cooldown thing. So if it got too hot, the oven would all of a sudden just start shutting off. It wasn't burning pizzas or anything like that. What was happening was literally the temperature was too high. So, you know, no work. All right. If it was like burning pieces, we could just turn down the temperature. But you know. I know, right? I didn't mean to hurt him. Now we have to be very careful with him, because if he ends up getting killed by something, that's going to be really annoying. It's okay, the chicken survived. Get over there. Over there. Perfect. You know, chickens can't take fall damage, so it's okay if he chills over here. And feeding him seeds, very good idea. I don't have any seeds on me. That is his platform. He is safe there. He is the warden of the mind. I'll keep that torch, actually. Ooh. There we go. My good man, Faggy. He will keep... No, you're supposed to stay on that for me. Idiot. See, I understand they don't take fall damage, but I still thought they would at least try and not walk off edges. Probably should have made it taller. I'm not gonna bother getting all this coal right now. We don't need it just yet. But you know, we know where to find some if we do. What do you mean, Earth? Because they haven't changed, like, too much for a lot of the things. I mean, there's obviously some changes with, like, new items and stuff, but you mean, like, for the, like, the job blocks that some villagers have? Because I know those are, yeah, sometimes kind of annoying to remember. Confused, depressed villager noises. You know, one of these days I should just do a stream where I don't actually talk. I just make noises at y'all. What block you're on? Oh, yes. Well, down here is 38, but I doubt... Yeah, we're clearly not at 38. We're closer to 48/47. So we still got a good way to go. But, you know, we're making progress, making it pretty quick. The mine shaft does help, obviously, because we didn't have to mine most of this area. Oh, yes, so you are talking about... Yeah, some of the newer blocks are complicated. I can agree with you there. I know I always get mixed up between the toolsmith, which uses the smithy table, and like the... Dang, what was it? It was another one of the tables. I know I forget the fletching table, like the Fletcher, all the time. He's the guy that makes arrows and stuff like that, and you can get... I think you can get bows from him. But yeah. A lot of those I don't remember. That's the reason why, like, this is one of the few times I do like to use the recipe book. For the most part, I don't use the recipe book besides that. No reason to, really. Alright. Yeah, we got a good way to go. But you know. can't be that bad. We're only, you know, just over an hour in. We're already this far down. I remember I used to do these mines all the time. Like, there's this one time on a server I did this, and my base was literally like, it was a huge like dome basically, and then right in the middle was a glass floor, and then it was just straight down to bedrock underneath the glass floor. Because I built this, like, I basically built my base around a mine shaft that went straight down. It was nice. I was happy with it. Yogi. Glad the internet's holding up. I mean, Josh, that is rather impressive. I know I used to be able to do a lot of stuff like that. I know probably one of the only things I forget is like the end crystals, which you can make with like gas tiers and bedrock and stuff like that. Sometimes I'll forget the order for making cakes, but besides that, I can remember most, or at least a lot of the recipes. Yeah. The funny thing is in Minecraft, it's not like a... I mean, it's a complicated game, I guess, if you're coming in blind. But like, it's one of those games where it's not like, oh, you constantly have to learn how to do stuff. It's like once you figure out a couple things, it's really easy to figure out everything else. Like, I was playing Astroneer recently. You know, at the very start, it is super, super complicated. You're like, how do I do any of this? Like, how do I play the game? And I mean, I started playing with a couple friends without ever doing the tutorials, so it was probably my fault there, but you know. Ooh, I know what I should do.
We're Brooklyn and Bailey, and we ask you to please stay home, stay healthy, and please help stay
All
away
right.
from COVID-19.
So what have y'all been doing? I know, like, mainly what I've been doing is just binge watching Netflix, you know, falling asleep, and like playing video games. It's basically what I've been doing on the past couple weeks. What have y'all been doing to stay sane and stay entertained? Oh yeah, I should check the block we're on right now. 44 right here, and then we can go down to 38 down there. Okay. Yeah, I started playing with two of my friends on this one world. It's a pretty fun game. Okay, so you've just been working on learning how to animate stuff and doing schoolwork in YouTube. That's pretty, like, it's pretty tight. Yeah, that's basically what I've been doing too, yeah. Just kind of wandering around. If I don't have any more wood, I guess I'll have to go get more. Yeah. I know one of the things my brothers and I do a lot is we just walk to the 7-Eleven that's really close to our house, because it's there. I mean, for me, it's, like, obviously I get Mountain Dew a lot of the times, but it's not really for that. A lot of times it's mainly just because I wanted to get outside the house, which is, you know, healthy. You should leave every once in a while. That's pretty good, Josh. I mean, I know a lot of the complaints I've seen about online schooling is you have to have a like a very good like, I guess, bit of like self-discipline. Like, you can't just let schoolwork fly by. You have to actually have some self-control and make sure you're doing it. I know for me at the very start I was having problems with that. And yeah, that's a good question, Earth. Do you have an Oculus, like Rift, Adventure, like, what is it? That's pretty fun. I know I know you're not talking about the same thing, but I ride my bike every once in a while, but it's just a road racing bike. Fun stuff. The funny thing is, I mean, it's something at least, Earth. I got these special pedals for my bike recently that'll connect to my shoe. Annoying thing is, you can't just like yank your leg out or anything like that. So you have to like turn and then like pull up to make sure that you like unclip. So if you just yank your leg, you're more likely just to topple over on the bike than to actually get out of the pedals. And I can say this from experience because I've fallen 3 times on my bike so far. All 3 were because of like the way I was trying to get in and out of my bike. You're saving for an Oculus? You know, Oculuses are pretty good. A couple of my friends have one. I know Wesley's actually a fun story. He was climbing a ladder in a video game, and he has a fan in his room, and he basically stuck his hand up to climb the ladder, and fan smacked the back of his hand, and he got like scrapes on the back of his knuckles and stuff. He wasn't paying very much attention to his surroundings. Anyways, I believe what we need to do now is do some enchanting. And then back to the mines. Efficiency, unbreaking. Unbreaking is the thing we're going for. Even though efficiency would be nice. Okie dokie. So I think someone's trying to message me on Steam. That's annoying. At least that's what I'm hoping, because I don't actually know what that noise is. I'm trying to figure out what the mysterious, like, badink noise is. I really need to find a way to like mute my messages. Whatever. That hopefully won't create a problem later on. Continue laying eggs for us. Faggy. Whew. Yes, just what I meant to do. Yeah, the funny thing is, I wish I could say that's true, but the problem is like one of my brothers was messing around at one of my friends' houses who also has an Oculus, and he has a Quest. It did the whole like, oh, this is your safety like guard and everything. Don't go beyond that point. He basically got to the edge of it, and he was in the game, and he was playing super hot, I think. So he went to like go like punch or whatever, or throw something, and he just punches the wall really hard. And I'm pretty sure he's the one who ended up breaking it. Yeah. So it might help, but the problem is, if the person using it is an idiot like my brothers or Wesley, then it doesn't matter how good of a safety guard system they have. The person using it just kind of ignores it. Chicken. Happy Faggy. Faggy. Stay. Stay or I shall throw your egg. I'm going to throw egg anyways. Just barely cleared it. You know we're deep down whenever you can barely throw an egg out of it. I'd really like it if this chicken would stay on this block for once. Why? Why are you like this? Why? Stop it. Stop. 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 Bad chicken.
Hey guys, I'm Brooke Michio. Please stay home, stay healthy, and help us stop the spread of COVID-19.
Yes, stay there, chicken. Good chicken. Good chicken. That's fine, Fresh Boy. I mean, one of my favorite things to do was to have Minecraft play in the background while I was also playing Minecraft. I know there's like I've mentioned a couple times this one server called Skybounds. I spent so many hours on that server, and all I would do is I'd sit there, you know, have Minecraft play on my phone, like in front of my laptop, and then I would play Minecraft on my laptop, and that's what I would do for literally hours at a time. I mean, which isn't much different from what I'm doing now. Speaking of hours of gameplay at a time, we're approaching our hour-and-a-half mark. I'm hoping to not make this super far, or a super long stream, because, you know, got things to do, I gotta be productive, gotta go to sleep. I've been waking up super late recently, which is frustrating, because, you know, if you wake up at 12, you feel like half your day's already gone. I just wish I was more a productive person. It normally doesn't take too long to reconnect, but sometimes it can take a bit, so... There he goes. Now it's connected again. Out of absolutely nowhere, you know, horrible connection, and then excellent connection. Don't know why. Right. I guess I must have dropped the other thing of iron off. Oof. I don't want any more ladders anyways. I mean, in the meantime, I can always just do it this way. Right. That's right, we can use fortune on this and we'll get more coal. But then again, we don't really need that much coal, so I'll probably stop there. There we go. I think the connection should be a little more reliable from here on out, but I'm not sure. Because normally, it's like bad for a little bit, and it'll go in and out, and then it should be good for a good solid chunk of time, but you know. With my internet, it's spontaneous. More spontaneous than I am. Okie dokie, okie dokie. You know what I really should be doing? I should be taking advantage of the fact that I've been streaming, and I could just be recording videos for like in advance later on. I don't have the time to stream or like have the time to make videos. I could take advantage of like this extra time, because most of the time when I'm not streaming, I'm wasting time. If I'm being honest, because I don't consider streaming a waste of time for me. Like, I enjoy doing this. You just went on a quest for leather and nearly died, but now you got a level 30 enchantments now. I mean, my man, it's worth it. Dangerous, but worth it. Right. You know what wouldn't be a bad stream series? Trying to get all the achievements in Minecraft. Because, like, we've already gotten a lot in this series, but we haven't been focusing on achievements. We've been focusing on, you know, just not dying and slowly, like, getting towards the Ender Dragon and stuff like that. But, like, a series dedicated to just getting achievements would be pretty interesting. There's 3 achievements that I think would be really hard. Eating all the types of edible food, having every potion effect, and going to every single biome. I think it's going to be difficult to breed every animal, but I think it's going to be harder to do every biome, every potion effect, and every food. Because there's like 32 different things that you can eat in this game, and not all of them are like, oh, well, duh. Like, sometimes you just completely forget about them. pretty good. Alright. And I'm guessing our music just got paused
Stay
again.
home, stay healthy, and to help stop the spread of
Yep.
COVID-19.
YouTube has a timer, especially if you're not premium. And it's like, well, if you leave it alone for too long and you just leave it on autoplay, then we're gonna have to ask every once in a while. It does the same thing Netflix does, where it's like, are you still watching? Which is irritating because I think YouTube knows I'm still watching. It's also annoying because, like, I feel like in the past, like recent past, not like, oh yeah, years ago when they didn't have autoplay on, but like in the recent past when they did have like the cap where it's like, oh, after a certain amount of videos or a certain amount of time it'll ask. I feel like they just didn't stop me before. Are you trying to get phantoms? I mean, they're really annoying, but they're also kind of valuable, like more in-game, because at the end of the game, when you have elytras, phantom membrane is the thing that you use to fix them, so it can be super valuable. We're getting there. 29, roughly. We still gotta clear this stuff out once we get our ladders back. All right. Let's see. Oh, I mean, there's a handful of like mods that I'd really be interested in looking into. I mean, my favorite one is probably Tinker's Construct, I'd have to say, just because I really like their like whole like alignment of tools and weapons you can get, and like different materials and stuff like that. You finished Mob Farm, nice. That's pretty cool, man. Is it the one where it's like, is it a mob farm with like a spawner on the inside of it that you'd find in a cave system, or is it one of the big sky ones where it's like a big block and water rushes towards the inside and then they drop? Like, what type of mob farm is it? 'Cause I've always considered taking one of the drop mob farms, like the ones where they drop really far and then you hit them once or twice. I would always consider taking one of those and then adding a lava blade and hoppers so that I didn't have to kill them or anything. Because I've almost always done it the way where it's like experience and loot. The sky one, okay. Yeah, those are interesting because I remember I used to do them in like normal survival worlds just because I was like, it's cool this way and it helps, and like it does. I know one of the best super flat worlds I ever had, I found, I think it was a couple pieces of iron or something like that inside a blacksmith's chest, like when they used to do that type of thing in the villages, when it would be like a blacksmith's chest would have all the good stuff. Oh, I mean, the spawner ones are pretty easy to make. Like I've already done a couple on here that y'all have seen. I haven't really done any, like there's a really special creeper farm that we have on the server that you can use. But I haven't done, like, I don't like spider spawners at all. They don't work that well, in my opinion at least. Haven't had much success with them. Okay, I was saying something and now I can't remember what it was. Heck. Okay. Oh, and it appears my inventory is full. Well, there's a couple ways to deal with that. Oh, you know, I've seen a lot of like fail videos where someone tried to make a mob farm out of the cave spider ones and they'll like come spraying out. Those are really funny. I'll say that. Okie dokie. There you go. Clears up space pretty well. And let me put this with all the sugarcane just in case I have it. Yeah, I've just a bit. There we go. And I'll just leave this here. Or I'll actually go ahead and make... There it is. I'm going to go ahead and make my other pickaxe. Is... There we go. Okay. I mean, that's one way to deal with the situation, Earth. That's a little aggressive, but whatever. I guess it worked. Perfect unbreaking ones. It's the main thing we were looking for. I mean, yeah. It can be pretty funny. I know a lot of the ones I saw, like, was the same YouTuber. He was trying over and over again. I can't remember who he was. But he was trying to get, like, the cave spider spawns, like, down. And he just kept messing up. So, like, there was, like, a bunch of different clips of him dying. Like, from what looks like the save cave spider spawner that he was building. And I was like, this guy has to learn how to do this. I understand it's difficult sometimes, but, like, seriously. You can't attribute this many deaths to the same thing. Leave that there. There we go. All right. At least I remember the wood. Forgot to make ladders and stuff, but at least I remember the wood. I like how our chickens are now grown up. Y'all should come up with a name for our second chicken. Yeah, I know a lot of people have messed up with that fact. I personally have not even attempted to make cave spider spawners. I don't really mess with that. Like, the only type of spider spawner I've attempted was just a normal spider spawner on my survival world, which I actually have a series of videos on. I think we're at number 17 or something like that on my channel. You already ran out of ladders? I thought I had more than that. Whatever. No, we can't use the same name, Fresh Boy. We gotta have some creativity with it. What level are we at? 28. That's pretty good. Thinking once we hit bedrock, we'll probably be good. For the stream, that is, because I don't want to keep this going all night long. You know, I got things to do. Gotta be productive. So I'm just gonna mine ahead and see how much longer we have to go. Oh, we got some gold here. Feiji and Wagi. Y'all got some weird names, but I mean, I guess. See how much progress we've made. We're getting close to the 2 hour mark, but that's a lot of progress, you know. That's a lot of damage. Alright. I'm thinking, because we're pretty close, if we do end up making any more iron pickaxes, which I think we'll probably make at least one or two more, we'll probably go for efficiency since we're getting close. Yeah. And then in future streams is when I stay up later or have more energy or anything like that, we'll probably like head out in different directions. Thank you for egg chicken. I guess we'll have to go with Feige and Wagi. Some weird names for chickens. Alright. Much better. Trying to make sure I don't step on my aux cord anymore. The last couple days, I've kicked my aux cord, and like it'll plug it from my computer. Yeah, it's irritating. Happened last night too, so. Alright. Right. Well, accidentally took a screenshot as well. Whatever. Y24. We're not getting too far from it. I'm gonna go ahead and turn my face cam off since we basically have no light in my room anyways. Oh dang, Freshboy, what'd you do? Headbutt the ceiling or something? Is your head hurting because of the screen or because you hit it? Because I mean, I guess they're both bad, but still. I mean, it's not a bad idea. You should always try to stay hydrated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Lots of progress. But yeah, it looks like we're gonna have to at least make 2 more pickaxes. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, man. I'm probably gonna go for efficiency, like I said earlier, because we are getting close. Yeah. Alright, 23. Oof, should probably do that. There we go. Chicken. Oh, cause yeah, that's it isn't specifically for anything besides the fact that, you know, I wanted to go mining, and I wanted to do one of these big, like, shaft mines that I've done before, because, I don't know, I kind of liked them. It's just kind of cool. It's not the most efficient way to mine, obviously, but, you know, I can't really give a much better reason than that. I mean, viruses mutate by themselves relatively often. Like, for example, take influenza or the common flu. That virus mutates every year. So that's the reason why you get vaccines every year. It's because it changes every year. Oh, yes, Fresh Boy. I took care of that. Look, I made walls around the top of it. Because I knew I'd probably do that at some point. I didn't want to die because of something dumb like falling to my death. Look how cool that is. And yes, I'm going to be covering the bottom with water, but I've also already put walls up around it. This right here. And you cannot jump over these, so we're all good. Yeah, so we're not going to accidentally jump over it. There's no blocks to jump off over it. So if we do jump over these walls or in here, it will be on purpose. And hopefully by that time, we'll have water down here. So we need more ladders. There we go. Maybe a couple more. Much better. Actually, wait, if we do this, we don't have any sticks left over. Perfect. And I think that should take us down all the way down to 0 with that many ladders. I don't think we have enough inventory space to do all this, though. So I'm gonna, at the very least, gonna throw some iron in here to get rid of that. Throw any of that there. And what we'll go ahead and do is this. Oops. There we go. Nothing dangerous. Alrighty. There we go. Oh, quarry, yeah. That's actually not a bad reference. I know, yeah. I'd call it that. This is the quarry. The funny thing is, there's actually a couple quarries near where I live, and they'll use explosives in them. It's not super close to where I live, but if I go out in the country, sometimes you can hear them. And you're like, what is that? And then you're like, oh, it's probably nothing. Alright. Oh, that's a diamond pickaxe, dang it. No, put this away. I'm being careful with that thing. That is, like, my firstborn. Yeah, you're right, Earth. The common cold mutates similarly to a lot of other, viruses and bacterial infections. So it is hard to treat. That's just kind of the way things are. Doki. Fresh boy, what is you doing, my man? Like, the heck? I hope you can hear me shaking my head. Ugh. Hey, Fresh Boy, we have not died. That symbol is only to be spammed when we play other video games besides hardcore Minecraft. And yeah, Earth, there's a lot of changes being made to a huge amount of things because of this whole situation. I don't know if y'all have noticed, but whenever you load up Minecraft, sometimes it'll say things like wash your hands or stay inside and stuff like that. No monkey is your job? Okay. I mean, if you insist. But I do remember you saying that that's what you put down if I died during the stream. But during Ark it made sense because I died all the time during Ark. Picking up stuff. And we are at 16. We're just getting close to the good diamond section. Wait, let me sleep before I go and adventure around there.
I hope that you guys have been doing the same because that's the best way we can decrease the curve of COVID-19. Join me at YouTube every day. Have fun with me.
Must be a couple cave systems next to me. Hmm. I mean, yeah. The big problem isn't the, like, obviously there is a problem with the mortality rate, but the bigger side of that problem isn't just the mortality rate, it's also the fact that it's so contagious. So, like, it doesn't matter how low the mortality rate of anything is, if, like, there still is one, it's still not something you want to, like, for example, the flu, you still get told to, like, be careful during flu season, wash your hands, you know, all that good stuff during the flu season, and we're still worried about that stuff. And it's not because its mortality rate on the flu is super high, but it's just simply because, like, it's contagious and you don't want things to happen. So, you know, it's still a good thing to, like, reduce that. Ooh, our sugarcane already grew back. I should probably breed the cows to get more leather, but we can do that later. We're focusing on mining. We'll do it this way. There we go. Yeah, there's a lot of infections, but you know. Yeah, there's no chance of that. Are you kidding me? What is you doing? How did that even happen? Was that the top or the bottom chicken? Aw, it hit. Are you kidding me? I hit the top chicken. Down. What the heck? No chicken. Stupid chicken, why'd you have to jump? Get down there. We're getting close, very close. I know, right? This man just diving down here, doing whatever he feels like. Even though he was so much safer up there, having so much more fun up there, you know? Nice penthouse, great view. Yeah, exactly. It was a Figgy. Faggy? Yes, Faggy. It was Faggy. Faggy was on the top. Wiggy was on the bottom. Faggy is god of Minecraft chicken. With chicken. With M, sorry. You are Chickem. Chickem. Chickem, stay over there. You have a new throne. Yes, chicken god. I know, right? There's no lava yet. I haven't seen anything yet. But I'm betting we're probably gonna see a pool over here. Just a guess. Chicken. Build a shrine. It's not a bad idea. Hey, we're getting really close. Cooked chicken? Don't you dare. No cooked chicken. 6. Yes, bedrock. Yes. Now all we have to do is get down here with all this. Why does the music have to be like this?
Stay indoors, stay healthy.
To stop the spread of COVID-19.
There we go. All right. Oh, and there goes the Wi-Fi again. Yeah, it wouldn't be bad if they had stuff like that, but at the same time, you know, I mean, I like Minecraft the way it is. I think it's an interesting idea that we're adding mobs. But yeah, I wouldn't. I think lions and stuff like that would be an interesting thing, because, like, would you be able to tame them like you can with the wolves? Would wolves become more aggressive if you get too close to them? I don't know. I bet there's mods for that. I'm almost positive there is, but you know. Fun stuff. Swamp biome, piranha, alligator, coccidovirus. That wouldn't be too bad. You know, in Ark, you can actually get things like leeches. And the only way to get rid of the leeches is to go and fire. Or I think there's a couple different ways, but the way I know at least is you literally step on top of a campfire and burn it off. We're getting close. We'll call this the Chicken Corey. Who will be super core. Yeah, it's not a bad idea because that way it's like separated from the very basis of the game and you can choose whether or not you'd play it that way. Yeah. That'd be interesting. Okie dokie. Oh, there we go. Really thought we made the last two pickaxes that we were going to use, but I guess not. I still want to go for efficiency on these last two so that we can finish it up. Efficiency, nice. Ooh, we've ran out of our experience juice. That's disappointing. Yeah, I was experiencing that the other day because I was playing Minecraft at the same time I was watching, or I was playing Rust at the same time I was watching Rust gameplay, so it got confusing at some points, but, you know, it worked itself out. I just like Steve's iron grip, where like he can fall for like, you know, 80 meters and then just catch onto the ladder, no problem, and just keep climbing. Like, no big deal. Such an athlete. Is that a dog emoji? What the heck? I don't use emojis very often. Like, basically, really, the only emojis I use are like thumbs up and okay. If I'm being honest. I'm using Fortune on the redstone because I like redstone. I don't use it very well or very often, but I like redstone. We need lapis lazuli. Okay. I mean, I still don't like them. Okay, I like that one. Never mind, Earth. That is my favorite now. The cat in the box. That is my favorite emoji. Do they have other cats in the box? Or do they have other cat emojis? Because I'm pretty happy with that one. Also, I don't know why, but it said that wasn't a good, like, a good message. Like, it flagged Earth. It flagged yours where you just said char. You named your horse Ooze or Uzi. That's kind of weird, my man. Oh hey Goku, I haven't seen you in forever. Well, welcome to the stream anyways. We're digging a big hole. That is what we're doing, and we're almost done with it too, because that's bedrock. English. I mean, it's fine if he speaks in Spanish, it's just that I want to understand him as well. Hello. I mean, as far as I'm aware, what he did say was, hello, greetings, friends. I don't exactly know Spanish very well, but it's my guess. Yeah, Earth over here got it. This man knows how to use Google Translate. Hey Marshall, good to see you, man. We're digging a big hole. Been doing a lot of mining. Yeah, we started this hole at the start of the stream, you know, just under 2.5 hours ago. Yes, Google Translate. It works though, for the most part. That's actually kind of cool. Chicken. Okay. I mean, you said something about good or what's good, so I don't know, man. I know probably less Spanish than everyone else does. I'm very bad with languages. I don't really know anything besides English. I'm not even that good at English, to be honest.
Hi, I'm Aileen from Lavender, and I'm asking you to please stay home, stay healthy, and help stop the spread of COVID-19.
Yeah, my man, I have no idea what you're saying either, Earth. Y'all know some weird languages. And by weird, I mean anything besides what I know how to speak.
Breeze from the heat wave stole my emotions. I left my thoughts when I was swept by the ocean. And every pulse from the tide was a finish line. Our wavelengths we were made to ride. You and I were first in line. And we took there by surprise. I was with you all the time.
We're pretty close to done. Happy with that. Chicken. I mean, if you say so. I also can't tell if that's pillager noises or a trade or like a wandering trader. Wandering trader, okay. It's not bad, but you know, not great. Dang, Marshall. See, mine hasn't even done that yet. Mine has basically made it to where I'm not going to be going back to school until like, I think the estimation is, I think at earliest they were thinking about April 14th, but I doubt that's going to happen now. I don't even think we're going to come back until like May, if this year, but who knows. I'm not super upset about it, just trying to get used to the new way we're doing schooling for now. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, it's cool that y'all are getting out of school and like I'm getting out of school, but at the same time, like I dislike it. Like, it is very irritating. You know, it takes so much like self-discipline to finish work and make sure I'm staying productive. I guess I should probably sleep. Oh, you're right. You're right. I am excited for that too. I mean, I haven't really done much research or looked into it, but I think it's something I'd definitely be down to play. Oh yeah, I've been doing online schooling too. It's interesting. Not my favorite. But there are much worse situations to be in, I guess. Boy, rip. OYE rip. There it goes. Yeah. It's pretty funny. I mean, for us, our school's saying, okay, we only want at most students to be doing an hour of schoolwork per class. So like some of our teachers will have like 45-minute like Zoom meetings and then have like 3 or 4 assignments for us to do that day. Meaning almost no matter what, we're going to be doing more than an hour's worth of what I consider work, which I mean isn't a huge deal, but it's still irritating. Because I know some teachers are like, yeah, I haven't been assigning that much like homework and any like thing like that, and they're like assigning like double the amount of work they used to, and I'm like, what changed? When was the invitation to do like more work given out? What happened? Like, Nothing's changed besides the way you are giving us the information. So don't change anything besides that. Oh, the spring break for you now? It's hilarious. I remember at the start of our spring break, we were like, I guess we'll see you in a week or so. And then, yeah, that week or so turned into a month or so, and then it turned into maybe we'll be back before graduation. Yeah, this is my senior year, which means I don't have a very ceremonious end to this if we can't get back into school by the end of it. Which, I mean, yeah, it's gonna suck if I don't have like a official graduation ceremony or anything. But my school better not do anything stupid and be like, let's do it on Roblox. Because if they do something like that, I will make a point not to show up. I know, right? No diamonds. I'm not super upset though, because most of the diamonds we're going to find aren't going to be right in this area. They're going to be a couple blocks up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this area full of water. And then I'm going to take the water and I'm going to bring the level of it up to Y12 so that I can jump all the way down and basically swim right into a little cave area. Or into a good mine. I mean, I wouldn't mind doing graduation on Minecraft, especially since it would showcase my building, probably. I made another bucket, didn't I? I'm not crazy. Well, let's do it on Roblox. Yeah, it's llamas. I guess either I didn't make that bucket or I just put it somewhere else for some reason. Whatever. I'm getting a second bucket so I can make an infinite water source and fill up the bottom area. Are you still the same one I saw earlier? Yeah, you are. You're lame. Well, this was a lot of blocks, so makes sense. I used the iron picks, but I would enchant with them with unbreaking. I don't know how much that, like how many more blocks that gives you to break, but we went through a good amount of iron picks, if I'm being honest. Heck. I guess that wasn't a good infinite water source.
Thank you guys for staying home and respecting the quarantine. You're being responsible. See you guys later.
Oh, this is a good one. More or less good because I can't reach the middle block, which has the infinite water source. Not easily, at least. There we go. This is much better water source. It's like I'm doing this way for a reason. It might not be a great reason, but it is for a reason. There won't be any water flow if I do it this way, meaning if, for example, I accidentally drop something, it won't go flowing in a random direction. If I do it this way, at least. Yeah, I've done that a couple times. I know I had this one guy that I played Skybounds, like the server Skybounds with. He spoke, I think it was German. Obviously, I speak English, so we didn't exactly understand each other amazingly. But, you know, Google Translate does wonders. Ended up being really cool. Almost done. I mean, I'm gonna end the stream relatively soon because I'm basically just gonna fill up the water and then I'm probably gonna end it up because I really just wanted to make a nice big quarry area. Whoa, Josh, what did you do? There we go. And it naturally fills itself in. And perfect. Now if we don't... Oh, let me fix this. So, if we do for some reason, somehow, fall in here, we should be fine. Chicken. Hello, baby chicken. Oh, your base in Minecraft got griefed. Dang, that sucks, man. In the future, what I'm probably going to do, because right here we're at Y5, is bring this water level up to right here at like this block, so that whenever we jump in, we can just swim right into our mine. Spend 4 hours trying to clear out the water, no sponges. That's pretty bad. Anyways, yeah. Well, it's been just under 3 hours, guys. 2 hours and 45 minutes. We got our main goal, which was to fill in this nice big, or to dig this nice big quarry, and then fill the bottom with water so we don't die. That's really all I wanted to do this stream, so great job, everyone. But that's gonna be the end stream. Glad to have y'all. See y'all later. Bye.